What is up, machine freaks? Welcome to the vlog. Today, the Duramax, I'm happy to say, and what is a Duramax? No, it is a she. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we've gone ahead and called her Allison. I'm pretty sure for obvious reasons. Have you guys ever seen those memes where the girl's crying and she's like, who the hell is Allison? This is Allison. Now we got two batteries here. This one's junk that goes to the gator because I tipped it on its side and it doesn't work very good anymore. And then this one's our core because I never got my refund for the core because I never took it back. So now I want to get my $5 back. I've been treating this truck like a total slut lately. And we're up to 290K. I have put a lot of miles on this truck and we're down to 32% oil life. I usually like to change that at about 50%, so we're running behind there as well. You'll see throughout this vlog, I'm behind on this truck. We're gonna do something about it today. Truck thus far, and I don't want it to go off the trail of being reliable. So because of that, we're going to start doing some maintenance on this thing today and dial it in a little more than she currently is. Well, this is perfect. This is a perfect battery carrying device. What's the fun in that? I'm just remembering something. I don't think these guys have an automotive section. So this location doesn't even sell batteries. I don't know. I have no idea. So I misled. They did have batteries, however they didn't have the right size battery. So I didn't buy it from that location. So we're still on the hunt for a battery for the Gator, but we got stuff for the Duramax. One thing, well, I'm actually gonna go over a whole bunch of things right here and show you guys what's going on exactly with the Duramax. The Duramax hasn't had its wheels cleaned ever. Like, look at how nasty, like, bugs on the wheels. These wheels, rims, have never been cleaned. These lug nuts are only 1.5 years old, and you can see what the New York salt just does to them. It just tears them apart. So those things need to be replaced. Throughout the side of the truck, it looks good. However, this paint is like literally coming off. Like, you can rip it right off. For you that don't know, like, a grinding wheel, a flat disc, really doesn't clean metal as good as you think it does. It might look good, and it might look relatively clean, but unless you get all that rust out of there, it just comes back, man. It's crazy. The frame is in pretty good shape. There's still some undercoating on it, but we are starting to see, you know, the rust, which is unfortunate. I went out and bought a brand new tailgate. You guys saw that. However, like a couple weeks later, I had my four-wheeler on my trailer and the four-wheeler flew off because I slammed on the brakes and the rack hit right there. So now I have this nice dent in my brand new tailgate. This light just is hanging out. We got to do something about that. Rust is just starting to take this thing over, which is very unfortunate. You guys are probably wondering, Dalton, where did your bed cover go? I used to have a bed cover, and it was even an automated one, but unfortunately it broke. The switch, for whatever reason, I think that worked. However, the mechanism that's down here, and see, I just have a mess everywhere. I think this thing went bad, or the thing that hooks up to this one bad. I think it is that. I think that takes the wireless signal and puts power to, you know, the back and forth motion. So the first thing I think I want to work on is the dent. I bought this kit. You know how you always see those Instagram ads? And yes, I am running Instagram ads for the giveaways. And this is really the first time I've dove into this. So we have a gun. Looks like we have a microfiber towel. Maybe a spray bottle for probably some cleaning agent or something. Scrapers, I guess. Here's probably our heavy-duty glue. At least that's what I'm hoping it is heavy-duty glue. Because I like heavy-duty glue. Yeah, you can see the dent pretty good right now. It's bashed in right there. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm not sure if we should use a disorients my face. I'm not sure if we should pull it out with a bigger one or a smaller one. That's deep. So I'm gonna warn you right now. First of all, I have the worst Duramax on YouTube. And second of all, I've never pulled out a dent before. So you may or may not want to follow what I'm doing. I'm just reading the instructions. We all know the instructions can be a little sketchy. I bought this on Amazon, you guys. If you go to machinemerch.com or 3dmachines.co, you can see exactly the one I purchased. That goes the same for a lot of the things that I use, including tools and accessories. If I use it, it's probably on my site. Look at these, they got all different sorts of heads. I think I found the one I'm gonna use. This is the first one I picked out. It kinda has that line, that shape of the crease. So I'm gonna go with it was meant to be. And if it's not meant to be, well, you'll see me struggle and fight and lose. That's what makes the best YouTube content, folks. So I washed the area, and then I took the microfiber to it, cleaned it up more, then threw the glue on this, and now I think the instructions say to wait 2 to 3 minutes, let that cure, and we'll start pulling on it. Now I can pull on it a few different ways, and they sell a few different kits. I bought this kit. It's like the hammer one where you can throw this on that rod, and then that weight acts as, you know, momentum, and you can pull on this thing. But what I think all I need is this. I just think I need to pull on it. But maybe, you know, the force is a weird thing. Sometimes a jab might be better than applying a constant force. Maybe a jerk is better. I'm gonna go with a constant force first, just have my hand on this and not use that. Now don't ask me too much about physics because I took 2 semesters, and then after the 2 semesters I said, screw this, I'm done with physics. Then we switched majors. So I wouldn't be a good tutor, how's that? Wow, that's impressive, that glue is strong. Now I wanna pull it perpendicular. Wow, that glue is strong. Holy shit! That dent is strong. It's apparent that we're gonna have to change our artillery, and we might have to, well, I'm gonna send this now. That's what I thought would happen. Almost made another new dent. Here's my thinking on this. I tried the small one, or probably the medium size, went down to the small, not extra small, but small. Now I've just ramped it up to the big guy. I figured if I filled this guy, because the dent is probably about 3/4 of that size. If I filled 3/4 of the size of this with the glue, that it would kind of go into the dent and then adhere to the dent, then I can just pull on this and hopefully just pull the whole dent out. So far this guy hasn't done it, and this guy hasn't done it. So far these two have been a failure. Meanwhile, it's very ironic, but I met this girl on Tinder that knows how to pull out dents, so I'm texting her. Something I failed to mention is I also kind of screwed up the back of my bumper here. I accidentally had a trailer on the back of this truck, and I forgot the trailer was there. Wouldn't you know? So now my machine, it's just, it's not good at all. So we cut a new one out. So far, a dent has probably decreased by about 25%. Hopefully we can get it to about a 90 or a 95. That would make me happier than a pig. And pigs, ladies and gentlemen, are very, very happy creatures. I'm happy to say that it's disorienting my face slightly less. We got most of this out, the line here, and now it's just this puddle right here. The only thing that I've changed is the fact that I threw the spring on here, so that when you pull the hammer back, that it's kind of like a springy and it's not just all of a sudden, which is treating this a little bit better. Now that I have that pulled out now, I'm just gonna start using that same one. This guy's been working the best, about the size, a little bit bigger than my thumb. This thing's been working the best. Just keep throwing that in there, gluing that, and pulling it out. I guess I could try a slightly smaller circle if I have one. That one's probably too small. Screw it, we'll try to send this smaller one And then if it doesn't work, I mean, we can try it again. And then if that doesn't work, then we can go back to this. It might be slightly ironic, but I'm happy to say that I have a big hole in my bumper now. Here is our new machine. Our old machine is, you guys gotta see this. Look at what a trailer does. It just absolutely obliterated it. I mean, look at the, yeah, not good. And then you go to this one, nice, straight, sleek, to the point. Gonna elevate our swag for sure. So now I'm gonna disconnect my batteries because I'm gonna do my welding. I guess you're not supposed to have the things connected because it can script your computer. I'm not sure how true that really is, because when I did my Nissan, I didn't disconnect the battery at all, and that didn't give me any issues, at least not to my knowledge. But I'll just disconnect the ground on this one, and since it's a Duramax Diesel 6.6, we'll go ahead and disconnect this battery as well. For all of you that may be curious, a 5/16 and an 8mm are so close they're almost exact. I'm very sad to say that I lose both the 8mm and my small 1/4" ratchets. So if you guys are ever looking for a Christmas present to get 3D machines, give me a 1/4" socket wrench or an 8mm socket, and or both. I'll lose both for you any day of the week. Just when you thought you outsmarted it by getting an adapter, should have just went with this guy to begin with. Yeah! Ungrounding batteries, yeah! Losing GoPros, yeah! How you doing, neighbor? Get your freak on! Get your freak on! Get your machine freak on! The wind's really killing the vibe. I'm gonna pull the Duramax in as far as I can, so I gotta hook the batteries back up, bring it back here, and literally stack it right on top of the gator so that I can weld this thing. Wind, thank you very much. Mother Nature, thank you very much. You're being a complete today. I'm just kidding. Thank you for allowing nature to work perfectly. So here's the setup. I close that as much as I can. I put a piece of wood in front of the thing I'm going to weld here, and I still have wind here. Hopefully that's enough, because Meg and wind doesn't really mix. Finally installed, you guys. Ground down, welded on. It was a sucker with that wind. I had to go over it a couple times because, I mean, the wind would just blow the gas out of there and you'd just not have the best welds in the world. Granted, you know, this thing's not going to go anywhere, but just for paint purposes, we had to fix it and do it right. This dent stuff has been a sucker as well. I think it's made for less heavy duty stuff. Like, this is way thicker than like a Toyota Prius. I mean, they call it an HD for a reason. Well, I think I've got it as far as I'm gonna be able to get it. I'm not a dent specialist, but I think we got it pretty good. Now, granted, this did take a couple hours, you guys. I started at about 2 o'clock. It is now about 9. So I have been doing tasks in between that, like welding that, cleaning the garage and things like that. I also had to go away for a chiropractor appointment. But this thing is time consuming, so just be weary of that if you buy one of these kits. Like I said, the link to this stuff is usually at machinemerch.com or 3dmachines.co. I will also put it in the comment section of this video because we use it in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Duramax out, do some work on the instigator because we only have a few days left on the giveaway and the gator's gotta get wrapped up.